Skill 13, Managing Unfit for Duty Employees. Your top priority is protecting employees and providing a safe workplace. Even if 99% of your employees are fit for duty, the remaining 1% can prove a handful. The out-of-control behavior of drug or alcohol abusers may endanger you and your staff, so it's your responsibility to identify such behavior quickly and address it decisively. Follow your organization's fitness for duty policy and its procedures. As soon as you believe or realize that a worker appears unfit for duty, your first priority is to prevent harm to the employee and others. Enlist another manager to help you approach the employee. Never take action alone against someone who poses a threat. If you and a colleague confront the employee, you reduce the physical danger and you gain the benefit of having a reliable witness in case of litigation. Guide the employee to a private office or workspace away from the primary job site. Your goal is to lead the employee away from other workers, customers, and potentially harmful equipment or machinery. Gently encourage the employee to accompany you and your colleague. Don't grab the person's hand or otherwise risk antagonizing him or her. Once the three of you assemble in a quiet area, refer to documented or observed behaviors and seek an explanation with your colleague taking notes. Examples of the questions to ask: are you aware that you are slurring your speech and appear unsteady on your feet? Do you realize that you were yelling loudly and throwing tools across the room? Why did you threaten to break the window? If the employee admits to substance abuse, focus on support and accommodation. Examples: arrange an evaluation for treatment and/or refer the substance abuser to an Employee Assistance Program, EAP. Be sure to follow other procedures designated by your organization's drug-free workplace policy, or follow the guidance of your human resources advisor. Never let an employee drive who does not appear to be in control of their behavior. If necessary, get help or call the police rather than risk the employee injuring or killing someone while behind the wheel. If the employee denies any wrongdoing, blames others, or offers an alternate version of events, you face a delicate balancing act. On the one hand, you don't want to argue and trigger a potentially belligerent situation. You also don't want to prevent the employee from leaving the room. At the same time, however, you don't want to disregard the seriousness of the situation and allow the person to drive or return to work. After consulting your company policy and your HR manager, you may decide that the safest course of action is to conduct a drug test, drive the employee home, and impose a conditional suspension. If an employee will not accept a ride home from you, arrange for another coworker to drive, or contact a family member to pick up the employee, or call a taxi and prepay the driver. If you cannot prevent the employee from driving off, call the local police and alert them to the situation. Document events as they unfold. If someone informs you that the employee is unfit for duty, but you did not witness out-of-control behavior firsthand, ask the reporting employee to describe in writing what happened. Once you collect a written eyewitness account, discuss it promptly with the employee who acted out. Ask the employee to read, sign, and date the write-up to confirm its accuracy, or submit a signed written rebuttal with an alternate account of what happened. Warning: follow up on all reports of inappropriate employee behavior, even if such reports don't sound serious or don't lead you to question the individual's fitness for duty. Ignoring warning signs, from reports of the employees making verbal threats to requests by coworkers to move their work locations away from depressed or unstable employees, can expose you to greater problems down the line. Here's a tip. Encourage employees to report coworkers whose behavior appears potentially dangerous or under the influence of alcohol or other drugs. Employees hesitate to report their suspicions that a coworker is under the influence of drugs or alcohol for fear of getting involved or causing trouble for the afflicted employee. When this happens, risk to others and the organization increases. It's true. Employees who have been injured on the job or off the job may not be fit for full duty when they return following sick leave. Even if a doctor releases them to return to work, they may not be able to perform all duties and essential functions of their position until fully recuperated. An unfit for duty employee may risk further injury, additional costs, or jeopardize the safety of others. Verify that employees are capable of performing the full range of their duties and essential functions by obtaining a medical doctor's certification. Provide the job description and its physical requirements to the physician, or have the employee's doctor complete a functional capacities form, a form that specifies limitations in pushing, lifting, walking, climbing, hand and foot use, air quality, and environmental limitations, and so forth. Use it to judge the ability of your employee to perform the full range of duties and determine if modifications to the job or light duty are necessary.